Hi, it's Enrique, the Camp Perspective. Today we have Ripley. In this video, we're going to be going over Ripley's working number, the number we're going to be using for the training. So Ripley's here is daycare and train. She's mostly looking for like the basic obedience, addressing like the pulling, jumping, and just since she's going to be a big dog, it's good to have some control with her. Even though she's a sweetheart, even like the sweeter dogs will still pull and are stronger. So they tend to knock, the kids over, just pulling you, and it gets to the point where it's like only one person can handle it because the one person is stronger than the others in the family. So to help fix that, we're going to be, doing the e-collar work with her. The e-collar is already on her. I'm actually going to tighten it, but it's fitted on the left side of the jaw. We want it either on the left side or right side of the neck. We don't want it on top. On top of the neck becomes too sensitive, and the bottom, like where the Adam's apple is just uncomfortable. So we'll just keep it either like left under the jaw, right under the jaw, high as possible and tight as possible. Obviously not choking the dog, but we don't want it moving around, as we don't want it to move around, because then the number's going to be changing as it moves into different spots. So it's already fitted. You have a button on your collar that turns it on, and a button on your remote that turns the remote on. Two different buttons to turn the both tools on. So here on the remote, we have a few functions. For the front is pager, it's a vibration function. We don't use that. We only use it to make sure that the collar is on. We have the side with the single button, which is the on and off button, and then the other side, we have two buttons. The bumpy one is called Nick, the smooth one is called continuous. If I hold down Nick, it just goes tap. If I hold down continuous, it goes tap until I let go. After 10 seconds, it automatically turns off. So for training, we're going to be using the bumpy button, Nick. Reasons we use this one instead of continuous is just to allow the brain to think and process of what's going on, and not make her too edgy or too nervous about the e-collar. Now we might see some stress, but that's all going to be normal. But with the continuous, it looks different than just the normal stress from e-collar. So we're going to find the working number, the number we're going to be using for training. So we have three numbers. We're going to find them all. So we start off with connection. Connection is letting me know that the two contact points are making connection with the neck, and we're seeing like a twitch. Then we'll go to perception. Maybe Ripley will, maybe lift her head up and look around and be like, what was that? But then maybe lay back down. Then we get working, where Ripley will actually get up and stand or sit. So those are what we're looking for, working, and we'll be able to identify what we're seeing as we keep going higher. Low as possible, high as needed. I think that's the phrase. Forget. But we start low, working our way up, and then once we see that, that's what we're looking for. I also have treats. Since she is right at the 6 months range, I'm going to start incorporating food with it. Just she's kind of a puppy still. So we're going to go ahead and start at 5, and what we're going to be doing is going in increments of 5, giving 3 taps. So 5, tap, 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 10, tap, tap, tap. Not in that fast, but you'll see. When I say tap, I am pressing the button once. So 1 tap equals 1 press. So tap, tap, tap. Three times I press the button in that rhythm. What's up? Good. So here, this is 5. We're gonna go ahead and watch Ripley here. Tap, tap, tap. Nothing. 10. Tap, tap, tap. 15. Tap, tap, tap. Nothing. 20. And tap, tap, tap. Nothing. 25. Tap, tap, tap. 30. Tap, tap, tap. 35. Tap, tap, tap. 40. Tap, tap, tap. I see the twitch, 45, tap, tap, tap. On her other side, her shoulder is twitching, but as you can see, she's not caring about it. This is 50, tap, 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 55, tap, 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 60, tap, 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 65, tap, 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 70, tap. So there's something there. Tap, tap, tap. Try 73. Oh, there we go. Good. So now she got up and tap. Good. That's too high. This is 58. Good. And then wait. Good girl. Good. I'll let her chew this and tap again on 58. And tap. So she sits and then tap, tap, tap. Round up to 65. Tap, tap, tap. So I say like around the 60s to 65 range is the number. That yelp, right? She's laying down. She's distracted, so we keep going higher and higher and higher. Once she finally recognizes, okay, this is bothering me. What's needed? And I tap again on that same number. We get the yelp because we have now gotten into that to her head, where she can now understand that this is happening instead of her being distracted. So 65, tap. Good. And then she moves. Right, here's the whining, because this is stressing her out, but she's not yelping because of the hits. There's also been dogs, and throughout the day she's also been anxious, so she's just an anxious dog. And since this is a stressor, no one likes this, we're gonna see more anxiety come out, right? Once we get over that hump through her training, it'll be a lot better. But this is all normal, going high, going low, going high, going low, trying to see what the number is. So right now, with new place, new dogs, new smells, new people, dogs playing, new training, a lot of new things, 65 is the number. Now when she goes home to like maybe like a big busy park, it could be 65 or 70. When she's at home in the quiet area, maybe it's 50. Maybe in the heat, it's 80 or something, right? It's always gonna be changing. The number in general will start to dip as we progress or make progress in the training, or like move forward in the training. The number ends up, going lower just because now Ripley will be understanding what it is that we're asking of her, and she'll know what to do. So once we get to that point, the number become more sensitive to her, so that we won't be high. All dogs are different, so I'm just saying that that will happen. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary with Ripley. All that was normal. And don't get married to this number. Don't think every time you come outside it should be 65 and if it ends up being 80 one day, it's 80. That's just what Ripley is telling you, what's working for her. So 65 is the number. Nothing out of the ordinary with that. All right, so we get the camera perspective. Today we have Ripley. In this video, we'll be going over the heel command. So heel is walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. So if I take 5 steps, Ripley takes 5 steps. If I take 10, Ripley takes 10. If I come to a stop, Ripley is to automatically to stop and sit on my left side, right shoulder parallel with my left leg with the loose leash. We're gonna try treadmill.
Yeah, just try him on with some lead for a second and see how he is. And then try him on treadmill.
Walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. So if I take 5 steps, he takes 5 steps. If I take 10, she takes 10. If I come to a stop, she automatically sits, just repeating what I said. in any environment. So we're gonna shape that in this video. We're not gonna say heel, we're not gonna use any words, just having her, feel this, and her response should be to follow me. So when we're shaping it, right, what we're gonna be doing is you're gonna find that I'm just kind of like walking back and forth in a straight line in front of the camera. So as I walk, Ripley might pass me like this. So once I see this happen, I'm going to be doing an immediate 180 to my right and tapping. I'm going to go ahead and lower it. We'll try 50, since there's been some time since we found the number. So this is 50. And then before we get started, my leash. So how much leash to have and how to hold your leash, right? Here's a loop. My right thumb is through the loop, closing it with the e-collar. I put the rest leash over my pointer finger and give about, let me see. Good. This much slack, right? So I've created a J that ends right at the armpit. The reason we want this much slack is to allow her to make mistakes so that we can teach something. So that's why when I walk forward, she will pass me because she has that much leash and she doesn't know what's going on. Once that right shoulder passes my left leg, I'm gonna do an immediate 180 to my right, tap, tap, tap to bring her back to me. And this is a forever thing. Whenever Ripley passes you, an immediate turn. She passes me again, an immediate turn. Now, if Ripley goes to my right side, right, because heel is only the left side, if she goes to my right side, I keep moving forward. I give gentle pressure back to my left, tapping, until she flushes out back to my left. If Ripley pauses and stops moving and doesn't want, and like puts the brakes on, I keep moving and I start tapping. May have to increase because when a dog goes into resistance, it needs higher power to override that mindset in that moment. If Ripley gets jumpy, jumps on me or anything like that, I pull up and away and I tap to correct that. Because what's happening is she's trying out her options. She's saying, okay, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? Oh, here, pressure's off. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and walk forward. Here, try 46. Good. Turn, tap. Good girl. Turn, tap. Good girl. Tap, tap. Good girl. I'm adding food. This is not needed. This is just what I'll be doing. Good girl. So I'm giving food once she responds accordingly to the pressure. Good, tap. Yes, good girl. So there I tapped her, which her response was following me. I'm gonna do 40 because she did a little yelp. Turn, tap, tap. Yes, good girl. Good, slow turn here. Good, tap, tap. Good. Tap, tap. Good. Good. Tap, tap. Yes, good girl. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Tap, tap. So that she went to my right side. When that happens, pull to your left and tap. Tap. Yes, good girl. Good. No tapping because she's turning with me. Tap, tap. Yes, good girl. Tap, tap. Oh, you see it. Good. No tapping. Tap here. Good girl. She's still eating it. Tap. 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 Good. Slow turn. No tapping. Good girl. So here, pull to my left. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Slow turn. Tap, tap. Yes, good girl. Good job. Slow turn. No taps. Tap. Good. No taps. Slow walk. Good job. Slow turn. Tap. Good. Good. Fast walk here. Slow. Slow turn. Good. Fast walk. Tap. Good. Slow turn. Good job. Good. Slow walk. Good girl. Now I'll stop right here. So here, we're like about 70% there, 80. But her response to the e-collar is very good. When I tap, she immediately starts to follow me, or is like, where's Enrique going? So that's what we're looking for. Now, the food stuff, it's just for like the trainer. Don't need to do that. It's just her getting used to feeling the e-collar. By the end of the program, she should be already used to it when you're working with her. That shouldn't be needed. But nothing out of the ordinary. She did really good. Another thing that I noticed that showed her that she's making progress with the training was the slowing and speeding up, slowing, speeding up, slow turn. So every time I slow down, she would match my pace. Every time I speed up, she would match my pace, tapping to make hers fast, but then she caught up accordingly. She only went to my right side a few times. There was no resistance, there was no frustration of jumping or excitement or anything like that. It was just walking. She's more just whining. Could be because of the e-collar or these dogs playing here. She is also distracted by them. As you can see, every time we stop here, we're turning, she's just kind of like this, and I have to tap her to kind of follow. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. So with the last thing, two more things we're gonna teach here. Heel is walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. So when I stop, she is to sit. So the way we teach that is what I'm gonna do is go ahead and give gentle pressure up. Gentle pressure. Tap. Tap. And tap. Tap. And relax, and then feed. Good girl. Good. So gentle pressure up, I'm tapping. Once the butt starts to go down, I relax. No more tapping is needed, and I'm gonna reward that. So what I'm gonna do here is do a few more laps. For every stop I do, I'm gonna start pulling up and tapping. And I'll do this around like five times. 35 now. I'll walk forward. Good girl. And tap, 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 tap. Jeez. Tap. Good. Lowering it to 25. Slow to a stop. Gentle pressure up. And tap, tap, tap. 30. Tap, 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 tap. 35. Tap, tap, tap. 40. Tap, tap, and relax. Yes, good girl. Feed. Appreciate it. Good. I'll turn this way and tap. Good girl. That's a good girl. Okay. Slow turn. Tap. Good. Got distracted there by the dogs again. Good. So here, slow to a stop, gentle pressure up, tap, relax, good girl. $37, up, up. Okay, that was weird. Thought she was gonna poop. Okay, slow walk, turn, tap, good girl. Good. Now slow to a stop, and 35, up, tap, and relax, and good girl. Good, walk forward, slow turn, good, no taps, good girl. Slow turn, no tapping, slow walk, turn, tap, good girl, good. Tap, 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 good, turn, tap, 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 good. 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 Keep walking. Slow walk. Slow to a stop. And then up. Tap. Good girl. So there, she got a little yelpy there when I was turning. Not because of the number. I'm at 28 now. So here, I'm gonna correct this. Up, tap, good. It's just frustration. She wanted to keep going there. She started scratching. Nope, pressure will still kick in. I'm gonna still keep moving. So then she's vocalizing, I'm frustrated. When she follows, pressure's off. So here, get 2 more. Good. Slow turn to my right. Good. Tap. Good. Slow to a stop right here. And yeah, good girl. Good. So there she sat by herself. 1 more. Doesn't want the treat. I want it. Walk forward. Slow walk. I'll stop right here and tap. Good girl. And it's fine. Tap. Good. 1 more. Good. Now slow down to a stop. And then up. She's got it. Good girl. So the sits got easier and easier and easier, and she even did one by herself. So we're going to keep repeating this process of just turning, tapping, and then every time we come to a stop, pulling up and tap. Now, though, that's how we shape these behaviors. The sit is just pulling up and tapping. Eventually, this arm won't be needed. So in the future, right, if she's not sitting, all we have to do is tap, if she's not sitting.
Did you just give up?
Again, all it says pulling up tap is to shape it. Once we keep repeating this and she's doing good, she's sitting by herself, that's good. Now, eventually, we don't need to do this arm thing anymore. It'll just be she's not sitting, we tap, and she should sit. But good, nothing out of the ordinary. Did very good. So yeah, good job. So here, tap, good. One more thing to teach, tap, tap, good. One more thing is the release command of break, where now Ripley is free. So when we do that, I'm gonna cue the word break if we're outside and I'm on a sidewalk. I stop right before the grass. You're gonna do an hour, right?
30 minutes? Wasn't it just on 30?
Yeah, do an hour. But from here, if we're gonna cue break, this is how it'll go. Break, good, and I push her away like that. So now she can go and be on my right side if she wants, stand if she wants there, pee, poop, whatever she'd like to do. So right now, we're not using the words heel, but eventually if she's there, I say heel, she should just come to my left side. Or for now, it'll be just I walk, I tap, and that first tap will be the cue in that moment or in this phase of her training. But she did good. Good job. Come on. Hi, it's Enrique with Canine Perspective. Today we have Ripley, and this video we're going over heel part 2. So in this video, it'll be us kind of teaching you how we use the word heel, when you use the word heel, and then after that, we're going to go over turning in while you're in heel, so like left turns and how to turn, how to make right turns and left turns and like what to do, and a little bit more like body language stuff for Ripley here. So for the heel, only in this video, this will be the only time where we are repeating heel more than once. The reasons why we're going to be repeating it a lot is just to get Ripley acclimated to the word quicker and faster. So for every stop I do, I'm going to go ahead and cue the word heel and the left leg moves. Anytime we say heel, the left leg will move after we say heel. If Ripley follows, there's no tap. If Ripley doesn't follow when I say heel, then I'll be tapping until Ripley catches up. Right now our working number is 25. So here, I'm going to go ahead and cue the word heel and the left leg will move. Heel, left leg, and then she follows. No taps. And slow to a stop. Good girl. Heel, left leg. Good. Good. Slow to a stop. Heel, left leg. Yeah. Slow walk. And then we'll stop here. Heel, left leg, and tap for her to catch up. Good girl. Slow to a stop. Heel, left leg. Slow to a stop. Good. Heel, left leg. And slow to a stop. Good girl. So good. It's very easy, very simple, just repeating it and then moving that left leg. After this video, if we're going to have Ripley in a heel, we don't need to repeat the word again. It'll just be left leg moves if we come to a stop. What else? So that's how we're going to use the word heel. Heel is not get into a position. Heel means to follow me. So I wouldn't look at Ripley like this, say heel, and expect Ripley to come to my left side. That's a different command. When we're using heel, it will look like this. Heel, I start walking, and then she should just start to follow me. Good girl. Okay. So we're going to go over left turns and right turns now. So left turns and the right turns, we always start with the opposite leg. And we always want to slow down before. I'm not sure if he's going to potty in there. Um, so again, sorry. So when we're doing left turns and right turns, it'll be slowing down before and stops. So throughout this video and the first video, I've been saying slow, and then slow to stop or slow to turn. Always slowing down before. So the reasons why you want to slow down is for two reasons. First reason is to be fair to the dog, so that we need to be fair to Ripley. So if we're walking at a consistent speed for 30 minutes and all of a sudden we come to an immediate stop. Wait, hey Kim, would you run out Blue real quick in case he potties in his kennel because he was moving around funny? He was moving around funny in the kennel, and then when you put him back, collar him up and then give the remote to Elias. Collar him up. Yeah. So if we're walking at consistent speed for 30 minutes and all of a sudden we stop, it'll catch Ripley off guard, and she's most likely going to keep going, or she'll keep going, stop, and then like maybe correct herself, or she'll just be caught off guard. So again, to be fair, because it's like we like to compare it to driving. So like drivers, we don't just slam the brakes. We don't just slam the brakes and turn, or we don't do any of these things. There's always warnings. So we have like the brake lights, the slow down, just to let the driver behind us know that something's going to change. So just kind of pay attention. Tap, tap. Good. So same thing for Ripley, just to be fair, we're letting her know, hey, there's a slowdown, and that's telling her, oh, something's going to happen, something's going to change, then we can do the stop, then we can do the turn. Now, if we're slowing down, this is the second reason, to make sure she's paying attention. We do our part correctly, we slow down 4 to 5 steps, a very noticeable slowdown. And then let's say Ripley starts to pass us. We're slowing down though. So instead of forcing the stop or forcing the turn, we're actually going to do the 180 to our right and tap to correct the passing like we were doing in that first video. So it'll just make it easier, and then it'd be the correct way to address the pulling or like the passing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, 4 to 5 steps and a very noticeable slowdown for Ripley here. So we're going to do left turns first. Okay. So I slow down. I see she's paying attention. So we start with the right leg, right leg again, going back the opposite way. Let's do a few more. So slow first. Good girl. Right, left, right. Slow first. Good. Right leg, right leg. Slow down here. Right, left, right. And 2 more. Slow. Good girl. Right, left, right. 1 more. Right, left, right. So now I'm going to go over right turns. Right turns start with the left leg. So I slow down first. I extend my left leg. I go back on my right. Tap back on my left. Slow. Left, right, left. Slow. Extend the left leg, go back on the right, back on left. Yeah, that's from the prong collar.
Oh, okay.
Slow. Left, right, left. Good, so now I'm gonna mix them up and do left turns and right turns. So slow walk. Here's a left turn. Right, left, right. Slow. Right. Yeah. Right, left, right. Slow. Here's a right turn. Left leg, left leg. Tap to catch up. Right, left, right. Slow. Right, left, right. Good girl. Tap. Good. Nothing out of the ordinary. She did really good. It's mostly like for the owner. This video just kind of to, you know, since dogs are masters at reading body language, they understand that once we start turning, you'll see her, as you saw, she started like curling around me as I was doing this. This little movement knows she's, oh, we're turning this way. So she'll start curling. If I slow down and she sees this right leg, she knows to kind of get out the way, just to prevent her from really being close. And then curling up with our left leg. What else? So when you're practicing, or when you're gonna do your heel, it'll be collaring her up, bring her out, let her do the potty business first. Once she has done her potty business, you're gonna go ahead and cue the word heel, and you're gonna start walking. If Ripley doesn't respond or follow you when you say heel as you're walking away, we don't repeat heel, we only say it once, and we'll start tapping if she's not responding. And then we keep moving forward, tap until she closes the gap. So once she's in the heel position, we're gonna go ahead, you're gonna go ahead and do 5 left turns, 5 right turns, and you can also do 5 slow to a stops depending on how her auto sits are doing. But right now she's been pretty good with her auto sits, so it's pretty good. But once you've done those turns, then you'll go ahead and then do go for your actual walk. Again, remember to turn to your right and tap once you see Ripley's right shoulder past your left leg. This is always, we have a 3-error rule. If Ripley passes your left leg 3 times, you'll have to bump it 5. Another 3 times, bump it 5. Another 3 times, bump it 5. And let's say you start at 25. Right now I'm at 40. I started at 25. So instead of starting at 25 and going up to 40, starting at 25 and going up to 40 every single walk, in the beginning of your walk, you'll just start at 40, just to skip all that time. Because realistically, you shouldn't be turning that more than 3 times on your walks. That should be very quick, because right now she has the foundation. She knows what heel means. It's just this number will make her lock in. What else? If you want to give her a potty break during your walk, you'd slow to a stop before the grass, break, and then pull her off, and then now she can go and potty. When you want to put her back into a heel, you'll just cue the word heel, and then you'll start walking. A lot of owners will ask, do you allow your dogs to sniff? It's yes and no. It just depends on the dog. If the dog is sniffing on the ground and they're able to hold the heel position, then you don't need to correct it. Usually dogs will sniff the ground, they start to veer out. So if they start doing that, I don't wait till they start veering out. I correct the sniffing, but eventually they'll get the idea where they're like, okay, I just don't sniff, or I don't get distracted on heel. Hi, it's Ricky, the camera perspective. Today we have Ripley. In this video, we're going over the stay command. So stay is kind of stay in that position and spot you're in. So right now, Ripley should be sitting. Tap. Bring her over here. Good. She should be sitting. So right now, Ripley is in the heel command sitting position. So if I want her to stay here, I would use stay. I can't say sit because she's already sitting. So the way we teach stay is using our left hand, pairing it with the word stay. Once I cue the stay, I'm gonna shorten my leash, pivot out in front of her, leading with my right foot and facing her. So here, stay, shorten my leash to about here, then pivot out and facing Ripley like this. I would usually go straight in front of her, but I'm pivoting out like in an angle just so that you're able to see Ripley. Because if I'm like this, and she gets up, you don't see. Return to her side, heel, and tap. Okay. Do one more. Okay. Slow to a stop right here, tap, tap. Perfect, I'll do this. Good. Stay, shorten my leash, right foot out, facing Ripley. Reasons why we want to shorten our leash is because if she gets up, all I have to do is pull up. But if I give the J, like for heel, if she gets up, I'm slack, I have that there's time wasted of my arm going all the way up here. But even if my arm is up here, I can only go so high, right, to put her back in the sit. The reason why we would go out with the right foot is because right foot is stay, left foot is heel. So if we're using both legs to do a stay command and a moving command, it's going to get confusing. So just to help differentiate between the two, left leg is heel, right leg is stay. Return her side, good girl, heel, and tap. Good. Slow to a stop. And then tap for the sit. Good girl. Stay. Right foot out, facing Ripley. So now what I'm gonna do is half a circle. This side, and then this side. And good girl. Heel. I think Donna reset it already.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Where is Donna?
Running out dogs.
Oh.
Slow to a stop. Tap.
Oh, hey, you know me, I do it on transportation.
Tap. 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 Good. Went up to 40 for that. Go back down to 25. Stay. Right foot out, facing Ripley. Now I'm going to do a full circle like this. So if Ripley gets up from the stay and while I'm doing a full circle, or does this, up, tap, 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 tap. Good, relax, good job. I stop my movement like I did there and address it. So if she stands up, I stop, up, tap. She sits, good girl. I don't repeat stay, I just correct it, continue moving. If I'm moving and she gets up and I'm tapping at the same time, it looks like heel, so we're gonna see Ripley start to try to follow me. Heel, left leg. Good. Tap. Slow walk and stop, and then tap for the sit. Good girl. Stay, right foot out. Good. Little walk around here. Tap. Good. And good. Her being long can make it difficult because now since she has a long body, she can whip her rear around. So I continue to pull her back to the spot, try to get her as close as I could. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary. I'm glad that she did make a mistake so that you can see how we correct it. I stop moving, up, tap. And tapping until the butt starts to go down. And it's just slow tap, so like tap, tap, tap. But good, so again, if she doesn't see your hand when you're saying stay, it's fine, she hears it still. So she's still in a stay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pivot out again. Up, wait, good, that's fine. Tap. Good job. Good. Good, so ways to practice would be potty break. She does like the number 2. You pick it up, put her in a heel, walk to a garbage can or a dumpster or whatever it is, stay, right foot out, throw it away, coming back to her side, good girl, heel, continue your walk. At a crosswalk, if you get the hand, you can do a stay there, walking around her until it turns to green light, and then once green, heel, we go. Hi, it's Enrique with Kind of Perspective. Today we have Ripley, and in this video we're going to be going over the place command. So we got the big placemat for her. So here, place is go to this area or object. Don't hop off. She can sit, stand, lay down, chew on a bone, play with the little chihuahua if she wants. But we are using a lifted dog bed. They're sturdy, lots of airflow underneath, so dogs who are doing duration work here. Duration work is when they're staying here and laying here and not moving around or copping off. So if they're on here for a while, objects or like beds tend to get like hot because they're on there, if they're from their body heat, but this allows airflow so they remain cool. So here, you can use whatever you want, as long as there's like a solid perimeter where Ripley will be able to identify what is the on, what is the off of the object. Yoga mats, towels, her beds, couches, rugs, anything like that works. So here what we're going to be doing is shaping the behavior first, giving leash pressure and e-collar to make her go to the placemat. Once that's consistent, we'll advance, and then by the end of the video we'll be able to say place. So no words right now. We're going to go down to, we'll try 20. So what I'm going to do is kind of put my foot here to hold it down because I'm expecting she's a big girl. She might overshoot or move it around. So I'm going to hold the placemat here. Things to expect is like some resistance maybe, pushing back or pulling back, not wanting to go here. So here, gentle pressure, right? I'm not dragging her. I'm not dragging her or anything. I'm just giving pressure and guidance towards the placemat. Pressure, and then 20 is tap. Tap, good, and relax. See what she does. And tap. Good. Good girl. Good. I'll see if she takes food here. Yeah. Very easy. Spit it out. Good girl. So now the only way she can hop off is I use my release command, which is break, or I put in another command, but we'll just be using break for now. So here, break. Good. I'm going to do this 4 more times around the placemat. Good. Gentle pressure and tap, tap. Good girl. So there, with those taps, when she paused, my leash pressure was still there. I tapped and then she started moving towards the placemat, which is good to see. Good girl. Break. Gentle pressure, tap. Good girl. Yes.
How are you? Good. How are you? I'm good.
Break.
I've been busy the past couple weeks, so I didn't have that time to actually be
Pull back. So if this happens when she's trying to go to the placemat, I just pull back to stop that because that's good she's going there, but then if she's constantly just doing it by herself, it gives her something to train. And I would like to know that she's going to the placemat under my cue, not just when she wants. Pressure, tap. Yes, good job. Gotta get it between my fingers. Good girl. Break. It's a good girl. Good. One more. Pull her back. Go. A little pony. Gentle pressure and tap. Yes. Good girl. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary so far. She took to it very well. What else? Oh, I have it, I think, right here. Oh, okay, I think I have it in my car. Did you want to grab it? One sec. Check to see if they're on the hanger right there. You have to go to the front, right, then the back, open. And then placemat's right there. Good, nothing out of the ordinary. She did really well. Oh. So now we're gonna go to the next step. Is we're gonna do 5 more, but now I wanna make sure that the e-collar is the tool that's making her go to the placemat, not the leash pressure. So I'm gonna release her, bring her around, and start tapping with a slack leash. Once she makes her way, no more taps. If she's struggling, then I'll give leash pressure to help her out. Break. Ripley. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, Ripley. Good girl. So I'm gonna approach the placemat. Pause right here. Right, I'll need her to sit before I send her, just not moving and settled. 24. Tap. And tap. Good. No pressure, no leash pressure needed. Good job. Break. 4 more. Good. And tap. Yes, good girl. Okay. Break. I'm also slowly increasing my distance from the placemat. Tap. Yes, good girl. Break. Good. Pull her back around. Good. And tap. Yes, good girl. Good. Break. 1 more. Wait. And tap. Yes, good girl. So there, she was kind of behind me. You can still tap there. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. So there she's behind me. I can still tap, and what she did there, she just went past my leg to the placemat, which is really good. Right here, she decides, I'm done. I want to hop off. So there, I don't say anything, just tap until she goes back onto the placemat. Which leads me to like the second part of the place command is the duration part of stay there. So the first part is send off, get her to go there, get her to go there, then it's not stay there. So the way we're gonna do that is walking around Ripley and tapping if needed. Now, if Ripley hops off while I'm going in a circle, so let's say I'm walking, she hops off, I stop, I start tapping until she goes back. Once she goes back, then I continue my circle. If I'm moving and tapping her, it looks like heel, so she's not gonna go back in the placement, she's gonna wanna follow me. Cooper. No, Cooper and Pooper.
What about him? Oh, Cooper.
Cooper.
Oh. Cooper and Cooper.
Good.
Oh.
Break. Good. So I'm gonna do 5 more, sending her off to the placemat with the taps, and then after that, I do a circle. Good. Pull it back. And wait. Tap. 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 Wait here. Tap. 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 There she goes. Okay, we went up to 50 there. Little circle here. Tap, tap, good. Good. Walk around again. Good job. Break. 3 more. Or 4 more. Good. And tap. Yes, good job. Little circle here. Good. Good job. break. Ripley, break. Good. And if she gets stuck, she doesn't want to move, we just use leash pressure to pull the dog off. We don't tap for that. Good. 3 more, wait. And tap. Good. Might have already done this side, I think. Good. Complete circle. Break. 2 more. Tap. We'll lower it. 35. Good job. Tap. Tap. Good. Try 30. Good job. Break. Pull her off there. 1 more. Tap. Good. 26. Good job. Good. Break. Pull, 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 pull. That's a good girl. So now we're going to add the word place. So I'm going to approach the placemat, cue the word place. If Ripley goes to the placemat, there's no taps. If I say place and she's not going, then I will tap. I do not tap when I say place, only if she doesn't go. Place, tap. Good girl. Can still do a walk around if I'd like. Break. Break. Good. Pull her back here. And place. And tap. Tap. Good girl. Little circle here. Break. Place. No taps there. Good job. Will you take the treats now? Good girl. Good. Break. I should not eat the treat. 2 more. Place. Tap. Yes, good girl. And break. 1 more. Place. No taps. Good, so nothing out of the ordinary. We got to the point where I say place, she goes, which is very good. So that's good. So now after this, we can go straight into duration work. So duration work is when she's here for an hour. We can do more if we like, but we like to do other activities, so we'll do an hour rest, hour activity, hour rest, hour activity. So the hour rest would be duration work technically. Just to, like, you know, keep her out the kennel, keep her doing stuff, because she's here for training, you know, not for daycare. So we started off with leash tension taps, then taps, leash tension if needed, and then place, tap if needed, leash tension if needed. Well, I didn't really need the leash after that first round. But so you want to do this whole process over again with your new object, because when you say place to a new object, she doesn't know that because she only knows place here. With this mat, shh, with me. So when we're practicing duration work, we have columns and a tether. The leash is about this long, so she can hop off whenever she wants. But we'll be correcting her. So we know that it's her making the decision to stay there, right? If the leash was this short, well then yeah, she's gonna stay there because she can't move. So we give her the leash, make all the mistakes you want, and we will correct you for jumping off, and she should just be like this. Now let's say she starts, getting up, she starts whining, right? Since we don't allow whining or barking or growling or jumping off the placemat here, those are all corrected, same number. So if she starts being anxious and whining, we'll correct that. She might hop off the placemat thinking it's somehow they're together, linked, the correction and the placemat, so she might hop off. If she hops off, we continue to tap until she goes back to the placemat. She'll soon realize, oh, I don't whine on the placemat. Oh, I don't chew on bones or chew on the leash on the placemat. I don't chew on the bed while I'm doing duration work. So if you don't have a place where you can tether her to, it'd be starting her close. So if you're gonna watch a movie, read a book, work from home, this would be your setup: foot on leash, watch a movie, work from home, or reading the book, and your remote in hand, correcting as needed. Then you'll start slowly increasing the distance of where the place bed is until you can get to like the corner of the room or like the middle of the room where like beds are usually at. But yeah, those are some activities for you to do when you're practicing the duration work while being stationary for a little bit. But yeah, this is a good command. She did really well. For a while there, she was settled. Now she kind of woke up. Good. And break. Yes, good girl. It's a good girl, sweetheart. Hi, it's Enrique from Kinder Perspective. Today we have Ripley. In this video, we're going over the down and sit command. So down is the traditional, just lay down, don't move. Our stays implied, so we don't say down, stay just down. The way we teach is a little bit different. So here, Chad, you can tap in here. He's dramatic about it. Yeah. So again, down is just, traditional, just lay down, don't move. So the way we teach it is through pressure, because we need to teach it through the E-collar. So we're actually going to go low, like 30. So here, I have it clipped to a regular flat collar, not her snap-on. Snap-ons tend to break, so just to be safe, we'll have the flat buckle. So here, what I'm going to do is put my foot on the leash here, pull up, and then there'll be tension pulling her down. With that tension, I'm pairing that with the remote. And then once Ripley goes down, good girl, we repeat 4 more. The first 2 are usually the hardest. Things to expect and see is resistance, which you might see from Ripley. So here, short leash, tension pulling down, and then a tap. And tap. And good girl. Good. Break. Tap. Jacks. Yeah. Tap. Yes, good girl. Good. Break. Good. Tension and tap. Tap. Yes. Good girl. Break. A few more. It's not that consistent. Tap. 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 We're too high. 30. Good girl. Break. Probably 2 more. And it's always easiest to start them with an auto sit or just a sitting position. And tap. Tap. Good. We'll lower it again. 22. Good girl, I believe. It's a good girl. Break. And tap. Tap. Yes, good job. A few more, break. And then if Ripley gets up right away from when I'm cueing it, I don't worry about correcting that because again, I'm just caring that she's giving into the pressure. Okay. Tension, and then tap. Tap. So there's only 1 tap there. Good. So it might be, it's break, frustration for sure. That's what she'll do. Number will work, not make her yelp 1 time, but then she'll be vocal about it. Good. So this is 20 tension and tap. Better, yes. Good job. Break. Okay, tension and tap. Yes, good girl. Break. Shh. Shh. Tension, tap. Try lowering again. Try 15 this time. Good girl. Break. Harder. Tension and tap. Yes, good job. Good girl. Break. 1 more. And tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Let that slide. So now what we're going to do is making sure that the e-collar is the tool that's sending her into the down, not the leash. So instead of giving the foot pressure with the e-collar, we're just going to give e-collar and then foot pressure if needed if she's struggling. So there's 2 ways we can go about it. I can keep the leash like this, hold it. If she struggles, I'll drop it like that, put the foot on the leash. Or she's kind of tall. So another thing we'll do is like keep the leash on the ground, foot here, but there's no tension, and then I'll pull up if needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this way first. So here's just a tap. And tap. Wait. Tap. Tap. Yes. Good job. Yes, you're a good girl. Break. Good. And then Nick. Nick. Tap, 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 tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Okay, we're gonna do a few more. So if this happens, we just pull up. No need for taps. Pull up. Good. Relax. And then tap. Yes. Good job. Break. Shh. Good. And tap. Yes. Tap. 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 And wait, and tap. Yes. Good job. You're a good girl. Good, break. Wait, Kim, when you can, if you can rotate the two guys' collars and blue. Yeah. Or three. And tap. There we go. Good girl. Good. Break. A few more. It's getting better. Just frustrated. And tap. 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 And tap. Good girl. Yes, a good girl. Good. Break. So what I'm doing here is just correcting her for moving forward. And I continue tapping until I get her into the same spot, and then continue tapping until I get her into the down. Good. And here's Nick. Good girl. Good. Break. Wait a moment. So just pull up here. Pull up here. Wait, let her settle first. Then we tap. There we go. Good girl. That's good. Break. That she's trying to get the idea and wanting to lay down. We want to make sure that when, you know, she's laying down on our cue, not just whenever she wants. Good. Wait a moment. And then pull up. Pull up again. And then Nick. So this is Nick, 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 Nick. Wait. Yes. Good girl. Break. So the reason why we're not really advancing forward to the word when we say down is because it's not consistent. It's not every time I tap she lays down. It's like I move sometimes and then I'll lay down sometimes. I move sometimes and then I'll lay down sometimes. So once it's consistently laying down with every single tap, then we can start labeling it, because if we label it now, down will be that whole thing of like moving around. So we're not going to call that down yet. So here, Nick. See that? So Nick, 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 and yes, good. Break. Good. Wait a moment. Pull up here, relax. Pull up here, and relax. And Nick. Yes, good girl. Good, break. That was a good one. Pull up. Pull up here. And Nick. Good. Break. Good. Good job. And then Nick. Good. See if we can get one more of this. Break. And then we can advance to the down. Or cueing the down. Good. Wait a moment. And then Nick. Good girl. Good. So that's what we're looking for, is that when I tap, it's just down. It's not all this barking. It's not all this moving around, twirling, anything like that. It's just lay down. So once we start seeing that, then we can call that down. So here, break. Down, tap. Good girl. Good. One more. Break. Wait. Down and tap. And good girl. Good. Break. Down. No taps there. Good girl. Good. Break. Down. Tap. Jeez. Good. So again, the hardest part wasn't the first one, it was just like the whole, like the progression. So that's what's gonna look like is we keep struggling with one thing, we're not gonna advance forward to the next if she's already struggling with like one step. So then we focus on that, just like laying down here. Don't need to bark, run around, or like, you know, going around me, then lay down. It's just right here, down, right here, down, right here, down. Now if she did like a circle right here and then lay down, that's fine, but not like around my body or like going forward and coming back. We don't want that. We just want just laying down and then don't move. So again, working on like the down, if we're struggling with just her laying down, we take a step back and then kind of reteach a few things. For the stationary part of the down, again, we don't say stay, it's just down. And then if she gets up or struggles, now we can tap and she should know what to do. If she's struggling to lay back down, then we'll do foot on leash and then pull up to kind of guide her back into the down. And then we're not repeating down. So similar to like stay, you can do the right foot out, do a little walk around, Ripley. If she gets up, start tapping, and then she should lay back down. If she does not, then we could do the foot on leash, continuing to tap. What else? So we'll go over sit as well. Sit has already been shaped, so it's going to be really quick. We shape sit in the heel, where we pull up and tap to put the butt down. So here what we're going to do is I'm going to say break. She's really good with her aisle sit. She sits every single time we stop, even if we're not in heel. So we'll see what we can do. Break. Now she just want to get up. Good. So here, what we'll do is we're going to cue the word sit and then pull up and tap. Sit, up, tap. And then relax and good girl. Break. Good. Sit, up, tap. Good. Break. Good. Sit, tap. Good. Break. So right now I'm just like kind of keeping her moving, not really walking in like the heel position. But now since we're drilling out, she's gonna start sitting. So if we wanted to kind of keep her in the sit, I keep my foot here, or she's good at this, yeah. Pull it forward, and then put the foot here. Good, like that. Just kind of let her settle. Good, and then sit. Now we tap. Good girl. So again, if she's struggling, we'll pull up and tap. Good. Break. Good. Good. Sit. Tap. Good girl. Down. No taps. Good. So that's sitting down or down and sit. 5-10 minutes working on the down, and probably keeping it just down. Cut it there, and then from there you can either work on the stationary or do a heel and just do your walk. But this can be used if like you're at restaurants, and since she's an Irish Wolfhound, you don't really want to use place at the patios because then she can technically stand, sit, so then she can get in like the waiter or waitress's way. So that's where you use down. Now, if you want to practice down at home, it'd be the same thing. Foot on leash, watch a movie, read a book, or sit in the backyard, put her down, put your foot here. If you're going for a walk, you see like a bench, park there, cue the word down, just like kind of like, let her coexist with the environment, not having to react to, or interact with every single thing, the dogs. I think an owner one time, his dog had trouble staying still when he had family parties, so then he used it down there, and like they were playing bags and everything, and the dog just staying that down is very nice, and nothing, no dogs getting in the way in the middle of the games or anything like that. So good. Hi, it's Enrique with Canine Perspective. Today we have Ripley, and in this video we'll be going over recall. So recall is the come when called command. This is a two-handler exercise, so Chad will be helping out today. So Chad has a short leash, I have the long leash, and I have the remote. I will be doing the recall, so I will be saying, Ripley, come. So I have these tools. The reasons for these tools are the short leash is just to create separation, because as we keep drilling this out, Ripley's gonna kind of get the idea. So she's gonna start not wanting to leave me because she knows Enrique's gonna call me, so why am I going back over here? So the short leash is just to create the separation so that we can teach something. The long leash is just to create that realistic distance and then to make the command happen. Because if we were doing no leash and we were trying to do this with e-collar, it'd be very difficult to guide Ripley and give her like the correct answer, like how to turn off the pressure. So that's what the long leash is for. When you're handling the long leash, I have it in my right hand, the thumb here, remote in the right hand. Left hand is carrying the leash. This gives me 3 fingers available. All I need my pointer finger and my thumb is to pointer to tap, thumb to increase and decrease. So that gives me 3 fingers. So I reeling it in like this. So the reason why we want to reel in is just so that Ripley doesn't have 30 more feet to pass us. So again, just like this. And you don't need to carry it, you just let it hit the ground. Once you're done reeling it in and you want to lock it, you want to do this. So it's locked. What you don't want to do is just close a hand, because then this can get rope burn if she decides to, she sees a squirrel or something, she wants to bolt. So like this is better, because if she pulls you, it's locked and you won't get burned. So again, I'll show you one more time. Like that. Cool. So So the come and call command is again the Ripley come command, and then Ripley is to land a foot or two in my vicinity in a sitting position until I say break. So that's the command. We're going to shape the behavior first. We're not going to be using any words, so we'll go ahead and start, and then we'll teach you how to shape recall. Pull, 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 pull. Okay. So right now the leash is slack. Good. So when we're shaping it, what we're going to do is use the leash to give tension. So right here is tension there. I let go right now. But there was tension. With that tension, I'm pairing it with the remote. So I'm slowly pulling Ripley to me while tapping. As soon as I see Ripley start making her way to me, I stop tapping and I start reeling in my leash. And then I'm also, as soon as Ripley starts coming to me, I'm taking 3 to 4 steps back to draw her in and to give her something to go to, instead of just standing here and her like looking around saying like, where do I go, where do I go? So I'm moving back to kind of attract her. After those 3 to 4 steps, I'll stop moving and I'll let her finish the rest. If she decides to stop in the middle or stop before she gets to me, I will continue to move back again, 3 to 4 steps, and then tap, and then hold. We'll see what she does. If Ripley passes me, let's say she comes and then she passes, what I'm going to do is an immediate turnaround facing Ripley, move back, tap, 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 have her hold, making sure she finishes. If she passes again, turn, tap, 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 move back, and then hold. And then if she does come here, good, because she needs to be sitting as well. So once she sits, that's a complete recall. So we'll go ahead and say break, and then we're going to repeat this again. That's pretty much it. So here, slowly reel it in. As soon as I feel tension, so right here, I'm gonna give it a tap, tap, tap. Good girl. 3 to 4 steps back. Tap. Good girl. Hold right here. And good girl. That was a good one. Good girl. And then break. Who's it for?
Bean.
Which one?
The doodle's here too. There's 2 beans here today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Tension and tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap. Good girl. Good girl. Hold right here. And good job. Good. Break. 3 more. Shh. And tension and tap, tap, tap. Good girl. And tap for the sit. Good job. Break. 2 more. Okay. And tension and tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Good. Hold right here. And good job. Good. 1 more. Break. Shh. Okay. And tap, 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 tap. Good girl. Hold right here. Good job. And it doesn't matter where she lands, it's just the distance. Break. She needs to be, again, a foot or two in our vicinity, but she can be in the front, back, left, right. It's fine. So now we're going to switch it up. So now what we're going to do is, not to give tension, we'll keep the leash slack and we'll start tapping. The reason is just so that we know that the e-collar is the tool that's making Ripley come to me, not the leash. So here, slack leash. If she needs help, then the tension will eventually kick in. So here, tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Turn to face her, move back, tap. Good. Good job. That's fine. Break. Four more. And tap, 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 tap. There she goes. Tap, 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 tap. She's got it. Tap. There she goes. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Tap, tap, tap. Good, good, good. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Tap, tap, tap. Shh. Good, good, good. Hold right here. Good. Good job. Good. Break. So there. She got tangled, but it wasn't that bad. She just kept twirling around and freaking out. So we worked dogs through that. She eventually started to move, and then she stopped again. Pressure kicked in. I ended up going to 94 to break her from the distraction. Then she came, and I started tapping again. Wasn't working, so then I think I ended up at 94 the second time. Then she moved. Then she's like, "I'm out of here," and then she was still tangled. She decided to book it. So when that happens, that's why we relearn a leash. And then I turned, moved back, tap, tap, tap. And she just went on the ledge. She tripped, and then she flipped right there. And then she was able to finish the command. So the reason why we don't untangle dogs when that happens is just to let them know that no matter what's going on in your environment or to you, you are still to follow through the command. So getting tangled is similar to like a firework going off and she's scared of the firework, or like a dog running past her, like a squirrel running past, that no matter what's going on, it's just follow through. So it's good that we're working through that now. Shh. But she did a good job. Now if it's really wrapped around good, like around, like, you know, where she just can't move, then we'll untangle her. But that wasn't that. It wasn't bad. It was wrapped around a few legs, but all she had to do was just turn this way, and then she would have gone. But good. So that was number 2. Okay, 2 more? Oh no, 3 more, right? 3 more. Okay, so slack leash, and then tap, 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 tap. Good, tap. Good job. Good. Move back, tap. Hold right here. And good job. Good. 2 more, break. Good. And tap, 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 tap. Good. 3 to 4 steps back. We'll hold right here. And good job. Break. One more. Pull, pull, pull. Good. We're at 50, by the way. And tap, 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 tap. She goes. We're gonna do 2 more. Good girl. Break. Okay, so slack leash. Okay, and tap, 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 tap. Good. So that one, there was no leash needed. No tension or anything to guide her. We'll do one more after this. So here, tap. There was only 1 tap. Good girl. Break. And it was before that yelp. 1 more, and then we'll add the cue. Good. And tap. That was a good one. Good job. Hold right here. Move back. Tap. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good. Break. So then, it's usually once we see a lot more consistency with the feeling the tap, and then immediately just turning to us like we saw there, then we can start adding the cue. Try 50 again. So when we're adding the cue, it's going to be Ripley come tap, and then it's going to be Ripley come tap, even if she's coming already. And we'll continue tapping if she's not, and then I'll explain why we do that at the end of the video. Okay. Ripley come tap. Good girl. Move back, tap, tap. Good. Good job. And then 4 more, break. Ripley, come, tap. She's moving faster. And tap for the sit. And good job. This is 56. Good. The 3 more, break. Huh? No. Ripley, come, tap. Good. Hold right here. Yes, good job. Good. 2 more, break. She's doing really good now. Okay. Good, let her settle first. So there, I didn't tap or anything. So that's why we have the second handler, just to like make her stationary. She doesn't need to be sitting. She can just be standing, just not moving towards me, just so I know that when I say it, she comes, not just whenever she wants to, she'll come. So here, when she's settled, then I'll cue it. Ripley, come, tap. Good girl. Good. There she was stumbling on the leash but she didn't care. She followed through, which is really good. Good girl. Good. One more. Break. Good. Last one. Ripley, come. Tap. Good. 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 And good job. Thank you. All right. So that was a good recall video. We kind of saw everything. We saw stopping in the middle. We saw passing. We saw her getting tangled. And then we, at the end, we kind of saw how she progressed. So that was good. So we started off with tension and e-collar, just to give her the, a new option for the e-collar, how to turn it off now. So once that was being consistent, now she knows, oh, to turn this off, I need to go to Enrique, which is he's 30 feet away. Then we'll start just tapping first, leash pressure if needed, then adding the cue. Again, just remembering to move backwards when she's coming to you, reeling in your leash, because then again, she ended up stopping right behind the camera instead of her having 30 more feet, because then we have dogs kenneled over there, we have dogs doing derage work and just getting in their business and everything. It's important to reel in your leash for that. So this setup we have is unrealistic because people usually call their dogs when they're moving or when they're running away. What we're doing here is just having Ripley being stationary and then calling her. So you can do this setup if you'd like. The next step after this would be, Chad comes to get Ripley, and then as Chad is moving away from me with Ripley, I'll recall her while they're moving. After a few reps of that, then Chad will start jogging with Ripley, and then I'll recall her from there. If you're by yourself, you can still do this. It'll be the same thing, just no one's holding Ripley, but you'll have her meandering around, being on break, roaming around, being free. With your 30-foot leash, Ripley come, moving back, tap, tap, tap. Now when you're practicing, I'm pretty sure you guys live in a lot of open areas and everything, so sounds like it's gonna be pretty easy to practice. But let's say you have a specific spot where she likes to, be free and free roam. You're not gonna wanna drill out recall. You're not gonna want to drill recall out back to back, because then what can happen is you'll come to the park one day and then Ripley's gonna be like, no, I don't wanna be on break here because you're just gonna call me. So the first time you do it, maybe 2 times, then the next time, none, just let her free roam. Then you'll pull her towards you, heel, and you walk home. The next time, do one in the beginning, then break, and at the end, recall, heel, we go home. So from this, she's still in recall, I can cue the word heel and start walking. If she lands like this, I'll just adjust myself, heel, and we walk. What else? So again, just don't drill it out, space it out. What else about recall? Again, moving backwards. Oh, the Ripley come tap. So the reason why I want to do that is, let's say Ripley is out roaming around smelling, and we never did the exercise Ripley come tap. It was always Ripley come, and she came every single time, so we never had a tap. But one day, let's say she's off leash smelling, and we say, Ripley come, she's not coming. All right, well, that means we have to tap. So let's say we tap, but maybe as soon as we tap, Ripley has already just making the decision to come to you. So we technically tap too late. 2 things can happen: a shutdown, or she runs the opposite way, because she thinks she's doing something wrong, because she's getting tapped for doing the correct thing. Tap, oh, I might be doing this wrong. Shh. So to avoid that confusion, we start that now, just to create the confusion so that we can fix it. But once it's it's not forever, it's just for the first few times you're practicing. Once you see that no matter when, it's maybe after a month or 2, that Ripley is coming to you no matter when you tap, you can stop that exercise. But other than that, that's all.